Have you ever risen from your favorite seat only to feel your legs tremble, as if your body momentarily forgot how to support you? Maybe those stairs at home now seem steeper, or even a simple stroll around the neighborhood feels unusually draining. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone, but here's what most people get wrong. This isn't just aging, and more importantly, it's not your permanent reality. The surprising truth: a big part of your strength might be quietly waiting for you. In your kitchen. That's right. Recent scientific breakthroughs have uncovered something remarkable. There's a particular everyday food, easily found in your local grocery store, that when eaten at the right time, can reactivate your leg muscles in just 12 hours. No prescriptions, no exhausting routines, just one smart, strategic habit that helps your body switch back on. Let's zoom out for a moment. Why do our legs really start to weaken with time? Most people blame age, and while it plays a role, the deeper issue lies within your nervous system. Your brain and spinal cord constantly send electrical messages to your muscles to help you move. But starting in your 40s or 50s, those signals start to slow down. It's not that your muscles vanish overnight. It's that the communication line grows fuzzy. Imagine this. Your muscles are like trained workers, strong and ready. But if their supervisor's radio cuts out, they don't get the orders to work. That's what happens when your neuromuscular signals fade. Here's the hopeful part. You can revive that signal, and it starts with one humble food. In 2023, a groundbreaking study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that adults over 50 who consumed a nutrient-packed evening food, rich in specific amino acids and B vitamins, experienced measurable leg strength improvement by the very next morning. Yes, literally, overnight muscle revival. Why? Because this food doesn't just nourish your muscles. It reactivates the connection between brain and body. It turns the power back on. And at the heart of this discovery is a superstar nutrient, leucine. Think of leucine as your body's muscle ignition key. It tells your system, let's rebuild. As we grow older, we become less responsive to protein alone, but leucine flips the muscle growth switch back on. The sweet spot? Just 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine, found in 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein, is enough to reignite that muscle engine. One of the best sources? Whey protein isolate. It's fast-absorbing, loaded with the exact amino acids your aging body craves, and it's already being used in hospitals to help seniors bounce back after illness or surgery. But here's the magic. It's not just about muscle size. It's about muscle reconnection. That line of communication between your mind and muscles? It can be restored with the right nutrients and a simple daily habit. Try this tomorrow morning. Within 30 minutes of waking, eat 2 whole eggs. They're rich in choline, a nutrient that fuels the communication between brain and muscle. Pair them with a scoop of whey protein or a serving of cottage cheese. Then, take a light 10-minute walk to stimulate your nervous system naturally. This simple morning routine has helped thousands of seniors regain their energy, improve stability, and feel confident walking again, sometimes in just days. Ever try to stand up from the couch, but your legs don't seem to get the message? You think, let's go, but your body hesitates just for a second. It's like your legs are one step behind your brain. You're not imagining it. And no, it's not just aging. What's happening is that the signal from your brain to your muscles isn't traveling as smoothly as it once did. And there's one small but powerful reason for that. A molecule called acetylcholine. What is acetylcholine? And why does it matter? Every time you move, whether it's standing, reaching, or walking, your brain sends a signal down your spine. But that signal doesn't go straight to your muscles. Instead, it passes through a chemical translator. That translator is acetylcholine. Think of it as the messenger that turns your thought into action. It tells your muscles, contract, now. But here's the problem. As we get older, our bodies naturally produce less acetylcholine. Less of it means slower muscle response, weaker coordination, and unsteady balance. That's when things like falls and stumbles happen. often without warning. The good news, you can boost it naturally. You don't need pills or prescriptions to restore that brain-to-muscle connection. You just need the right fuel. And it starts with a surprisingly simple food: eggs. Why eggs are more than just breakfast. Egg yolks are one of the richest sources of choline, the building block your body uses to make acetylcholine. Just 2 whole eggs contain over 300 milliliters of choline, enough to spark a fresh wave of nerve signals between your brain and muscles. Even better, studies show it works fast. According to research in the journal Nutrients, choline can help restore neuromuscular signaling in as little as 6 to 12 hours, especially during times your body needs to move, like first thing in the morning. The morning reset. Wake up your legs with breakfast right after sleep. Your acetylcholine levels naturally dip. That's why your legs may feel the most sluggish when you first get up, but that also makes morning the perfect time to reset. Here's a simple morning routine many seniors find helpful. Within 30 minutes of waking, eat 2 whole eggs, any style, boiled, scrambled, or poached. Add a whey protein shake or a bowl of Greek yogurt. These provide leucine and other amino acids that further support muscle function. Include some leafy greens like sautéed spinach. They're rich in anti-inflammatory nutrients and aid digestion. Bonus, take a 10-minute walk after breakfast. That short movement session helps your nervous system practice using those refreshed signals in real time. Can't eat eggs? Try these alternatives. Not everyone can or wants to eat eggs, and that's okay. Other choline-rich options include soybeans, Brussels sprouts, quinoa. Keep in mind, these plant sources often contain less absorbable forms of choline than eggs. So you may need to eat a bit more or combine them with other strategies like fortified foods or supplements. The bigger message: timing plus nutrition. Results. It's not just about eating protein, it's about giving your body the right kind of signal and doing it at the right time. Acetylcholine is the missing link for many seniors struggling with leg weakness or balance issues. By supporting its production with the right nutrients, you're not just strengthening your legs, you're also improving your mind. Yes, acetylcholine plays a major role in memory, focus, and mood as well. So when you boost your choline intake, you're helping your whole self function better. Real people, real results. Carol from Wisconsin told us. I started this egg and shake breakfast routine, and within just a few days I noticed a real difference. My legs felt more stable and my thoughts were clearer. It was like the fog had lifted. You deserve to feel strong, steady, and sharp. And sometimes, the answer really is as simple as, what's on your breakfast plate? Imagine this: you're outside, watering your garden. The soil is rich, the sun is warm, and you're doing everything right. But the plants still droop. Then you spot the problem. The hose is kinked. Water can't reach the roots. That's exactly what happens inside your body when blood flow slows down. Even if you eat the right foods and stretch regularly, poor circulation means your leg muscles don't get the oxygen and nutrients they need to function, repair, and grow. Unfortunately, circulation naturally declines as we age, especially in the legs. But here's the good news. There's a surprisingly simple and natural solution to help. And it starts with one vibrant, powerful root vegetable: beets. Why circulation is the secret to stronger legs? You already know that protein helps build muscle. But muscle power isn't just about what you eat. It's about what gets delivered. Oxygen and nutrients must travel through your bloodstream to reach your muscles. When blood flow is sluggish, you may notice heavy, tired legs, slower movements, longer recovery times, soreness that sticks around. That's your body signaling. It's not getting what it needs, but inside your blood vessels is something remarkable. A molecule called nitric oxide, NO. Think of it as a traffic signal for your arteries, telling them when to relax and open up, letting more blood rush through. Here's the catch. As we age, nitric oxide levels drop. That narrows the blood vessels and slows everything down. But if you can restore your nitric oxide levels, you can dramatically improve leg function. Beets. Nature's nitric oxide. Booster beets, especially in raw or juice form, are packed with natural nitrates. When you consume them, your body quickly converts those nitrates into nitric oxide, opening your blood vessels and revving up circulation. In one study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology, older adults who drank beetroot juice experienced noticeable increases in leg muscle power within just a few hours. The biggest improvements were in fast-twitch muscle fibers, the ones that control balance and help prevent falls. These weren't just lab results. The benefits showed up in everyday life. Faster walking speed, easier time climbing stairs, standing up from a chair with less effort. Those actions are directly tied to independence. And if something as simple as drinking beet juice can make them easier, that's a game changer. Try this simple protocol. Tomorrow, want to feel the difference for yourself? Here's a science-backed routine. Drink beet juice or eat roasted beets. 8 to 10 ounces, 2,300 ml of beetroot juice, or 1-2 small roasted beets. Do this 90 minutes before movement. Take a walk, do some gardening, attend an exercise class, any gentle activity that gets your legs working. Follow it up with 20 minutes of light movement. This amplifies the effect, like priming a pump. You fuel your body, then signal it to go. Worried about the sugar in beets? Don't be. When eaten before physical activity, your body uses that sugar for fuel, not fat. You can also pair your beets with a source of protein or leafy greens to help balance blood sugar. Why this works so well for seniors? Think of it like this. Protein builds muscle, choline helps send nerve signals. Nitric oxide powers delivery. When these three work in harmony, your legs feel stronger, lighter, and more stable, sometimes within just a day or two. That's why many senior wellness programs are now adding beet juice to their daily routines. Not for fads, not for detoxes, but because it genuinely works. One subscriber told us, "I started drinking beet juice before my morning walks. Within a week, my legs didn't feel like concrete anymore. I even danced with my grandson for the first time in years." That's the kind of progress that inspires us. Have you ever felt a deep, dull ache in your legs, not from overexertion, but just a lingering tiredness, even on quiet days? That's a sign your muscles may be starved of oxygen and nutrients. But the good news is you can turn things around. It starts with beets. Sometimes the reason your legs feel weaker isn't obvious. It's not a bruise or a swollen joint you can see. Instead, it could be a silent, hidden fire burning inside your body. Chronic inflammation. This quiet inflammation slowly chips away at your muscle strength over time. Here's what most people don't realize. Even if you're eating well and staying active, this low-level inflammation might be the real cause behind your weak, tired legs. What is inflammation, and why does it matter? Think of chronic inflammation like a car engine that never shuts off. Even when you're resting, your immune system stays active, quietly using up energy and damaging healthy muscle tissue. This interferes with how your muscles heal, grow, and perform. Research shows that even mild chronic inflammation can decrease muscle strength, slow down recovery, disrupt your nervous system's ability to activate your leg muscles. So, your muscles might be there, but they're not firing the way they should. That's why many seniors describe their legs as there but weak, slow to respond, or easily fatigued. The natural solution: dark leafy greens. The great news? You don't need a prescription or fancy supplements. The answer lies right in your fridge. Dark leafy greens like kale, spinach, Swiss chard, mustard greens, and arugula. These greens are packed with powerful anti-inflammatory compounds, such as quercetin, a polyphenol that reduces inflammatory markers like IL-6 and TNF-alpha magnesium, which relaxes muscles and lowers stress hormones. Chlorophyll, helping detoxify inflammation-related byproducts. Natural nitrates, supporting healthy blood flow. What science says, a 2019 study in Frontiers in Pharmacology found that diets rich in quercetin from kale and mustard greens significantly lowered inflammation within 2 to 4 weeks. When combined with gentle daily movement, participants not only felt less soreness, They regained mobility and confidence. Why? Because they weren't just eating for nutrition, they were telling their bodies, "It's safe. You can stop fighting." A simple morning habit that changes everything. You don't have to eat salads all day long. Just start your day with 1 cup of dark leafy greens in your first meal. Morning is when your body's internal clock, the circadian rhythm, is most receptive to calming inflammation. Pair those greens with a healthy fat like avocado or olive oil to boost absorption of the anti-inflammatory nutrients. Try this. Breakfast example: scrambled eggs with sautéed kale and olive oil. Or a smoothie with spinach, banana, Greek yogurt, and a splash of lemon. Want an extra boost? Add a handful of walnuts or pumpkin seeds for magnesium and healthy fats. This isn't a magic pill, it's a gentle reset. You won't feel like you're 25 overnight, but within 10 to 14 days, many notice less soreness, better energy, steadier movement, and fewer unexpected wobbles when standing up. It's about sending the right message to your body again and again, and eventually those signals turn into strength. The 6-step morning reboot for stronger legs. Let's recap with 6 science-backed steps you can start tomorrow to rebuild your leg strength. Leucine, an amino acid in whey protein, eggs, and poultry that triggers muscle growth. Choline, found in egg yolks and soybeans, it supports the chemical signals your muscles need to move. Nitric oxide, from beets, spinach, and arugula, it improves blood flow to muscles. Dark leafy greens, your inflammation fighters, packed with nutrients for faster muscle recovery. Meal timing. Aim for 30 grams of protein in the morning and after light activity to maximize muscle repair. Gentle daily movement. A short walk or stretching session boosts blood flow, nerve signaling, and energy. Here's a simple morning routine. Wake up. Drink a beetroot smoothie with spinach, banana, and protein powder or Greek yogurt. Walk. Take a 15-minute walk to get your blood pumping. Breakfast. Eat a protein-rich meal with choline and greens, like eggs and sautéed kale. Midday movement. Stretch or move lightly to keep your muscles engaged. Snack. Have a small protein carb snack, like whole grain toast with cottage cheese or nuts and berries. It sounds simple, and that's the beauty of it. Science doesn't need to be complicated to work. More than muscle, regain your confidence and independence, feeding your muscles. Well, it doesn't just build strength, it rebuilds confidence. Your steps become steady again. You feel like yourself, not fragile or fading. This isn't just about legs, it's about everything they let you do. Walking with your grandkids, gardening without fear of falling, rising from a chair with ease. Muscle equals independence. Final words of encouragement: you don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Start small. Stay consistent. Every smoothie, every egg, every stretch adds up. Day by day, your body listens, responds, and rebuilds. You'll go from wobbly to strong, from frustrated to in control. That's the real power of the science we've shared today. If this video gave you hope, a plan, or even just a new perspective, please like, comment, and subscribe. Here at Everyday Senior Health, we believe aging doesn't mean getting weaker. It means getting smarter about your body, your habits, and your health. Thank you for being here. Share this with someone you care about.